Hi, I'm Shauna. This is Shauna's World. Welcome back to my channel where I make videos about living intentionally. So at the moment, I'm on my sabbatical. It's coming very close to an end, but I'm on the last stop of my trip in Hoi An, Vietnam. And I ended up coming here after combat group in Thailand, the boxing camp, just because I was already on this side of the world and I was interested in Hoi An, and I thought, while I'm just this side of the world, I might as well visit, I might as well see what it's all about, set up a base for making videos and explore a bit of the town. So yesterday I went exploring a bit, got a sense of the town, and then today I'm going to take you out with me and show you some of the things I get up to in Hoi An. So here in Hoi An, I'm staying in Can Nam Island, which is just a short walk over a bridge to where the ancient city and all the kind of the main stuff in the town is going on. And it's really nice, kind of residential, lots of guest houses and just a really nice atmosphere, plants growing everywhere. So it's a lovely place to stay. I just got cash out, which is always a very confusing experience in Vietnam because the denominations are so large for kind of quite a small amount of money. So when I first arrived in Vietnam, I went to a cash point and took out $1 million, confused about how much that was, and it turned out to be about £30 and not really enough to pay for my accommodation and all of that. But yeah, I just keep getting really baffled because it's such big numbers to be dealing with. Oh, it's a little bit quieter down here. I get quite overwhelmed by all the motorbikes and mopeds. There's so many of them here, and yeah, it's a great way of getting around, but yeah, I just find the noise very overwhelming. But these streets are a bit more quiet. I'm heading now to a place called Reaching Out Tea House, which is a tea and coffee shop that is a social enterprise supporting deaf people, and all the staff are hearing impaired, and you put in your order by filling out a little slip, and they ask you not to talk or make noise while you're in there, so you can kind of immerse yourself in the sensory experience. I just thought it sounded like an interesting thing to check out and a great business to support, so I'm going to head over there now. In the back there's also a gorgeous shop with things like crockery and jewellery, all made by the deaf community. That tea shop was utterly wonderful. It was so peaceful. I really liked the whole nobody was speaking, you know, people who were there with their friends or whatever were kind of whispering, but it was just really, really peaceful. And actually the coffee was absolutely phenomenal, and they served it with a little sesame cookie. I only went to check it out. I didn't think I'd want to go back, but I've got a few days here. I saw a guy in there working on his laptop, so I might come back and do that at some point. Okay, so my next stop is to the tailors. Hoi An is huge on tailors. There's over 700 here, and yeah, it's quite overwhelming deciding. And then I had one recommended to me called 45 Tailor, and actually they pulled me in off the street yesterday, and they seem really good, but they were quite pushy, and I couldn't find anything online about their ethical practices, and I actually couldn't find anything online about anyone's supply chain ethical practices, how they work, except one called Bebe Tailors. Bebe? But that's where I'm going to go, just because it said on the article I read online that they produce it all in a room there, and some of these tailors kind of send the measurements off to a factory, and then you're just dealing with a kind of mass factory where you don't know about working conditions and stuff. So I don't know that this is definitely the most ethical or the most transparent or whatever, but because it was the only one I could find any information on, it's the one I feel most confident going with. It's also quite an old one. There's a lot of reviews on the quality, so I feel quite good about it. Not sure about prices yet. I'm guessing it's a little bit more expensive than some of the others, but I feel like I don't buy new clothes very often, hardly ever. So I feel like if I am doing that, I have to be as sure as I can be that I'm not exploiting anyone along the way. I would like to get at least one suit, but depending on budget, because I don't know how much things cost. Maybe like a jumpsuit as well, and maybe a shirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let me tell you the price range for the suit. So two-piece suit, it costs you from $120.
Okay.
And for the jumpsuit also about $85 up to $145.
So I like this style of trousers.
Yeah, that's quite nice. And you want short like this, and you want a straight and then two back pockets here.
Yeah, definitely with pocket. Okay.
Yes.
And then the jacket, I like this kind of oversized.
Like this one not oversized. This one
not too
straight.
Yeah.
Straight shape. This one I make a lot.
And the pockets at the side, can I get real pocket?
Real pocket. This one real pocket. This one you can put inside or outside.
Yeah. Pockets are the most important thing.
You want slim fit like this shirt?
Not so slim, maybe a bit looser.
A little bit looser.
I like that colour as well. And because I have red hair, green goes nice with red hair. This is so wonderful. I'm starting a new job very soon, so I'm going to be so pizzazzy.
It's outside, so you can see. What's your name?
Shauna. Shauna, what's yours?
Shauna, my name is
E.
Shauna.
They look good together. I like this style, but I don't like pink. Is this one possible to make it in, or is that too light? Too thin.
Yes.
I love these kind of colours. If you is this one also too thin? Oh, I like this fabric. Can you do it with this one? Or this yellow and black as well is nice.
Yellow and black here. This one is so good because they.
Yeah, I think it'd be really busy and wild and fun. Yeah, it's fun.
So the jumpsuit with logo like a V-neck here. I make for you the band on the top and then straight loose trouser.
Gia đình không ghiền tới rồi kìa.
Gỗ 36 and that's
Well, I had a really enjoyable experience at the tailors. They were so thorough and really helped me. And I guess it's one of those things, like I did consider, you know, Hoi An is a real tourist hotspot for tailors because, yeah, the 700 here, people come specifically for that. And, you know, for that reason, there's not always quality because people, like everyone comes here and they probably charge more than, you know, other parts of Asia. And I probably could have gone to a tailor when I was in Thailand that wasn't kind of the tourist gimmick and supported a business who might have needed it more. So I do hold that in my heart, but there is something really nice about doing it in experience where they really make it an experience for you, and it's kind of, it's basically like doing a tourist attraction, but, you know, supporting a really nice business. So it was quite expensive. I've just paid a deposit now, but I really think it's worth it. And particularly, you know, they even said to me they cost more than other tailors in Hoi An, but the quality is the best. But for me, it was about the ethical practices, and she did talk to me a bit about that. You know, they're all produced on site. So yeah, I feel a lot better about that. I'm just heading to get a coffee, mainly because I need the toilet, and I have a long list of coffee places I want to visit and hang out in. And at the beginning, I'm just kind of getting the vibe of everywhere, and then as time goes on, I'll take my laptop to the ones that be good to work in. But yeah, Vietnamese coffee is really fantastic. So I ordered a peanut butter coffee frappe, which looks much more like a dessert than a coffee, but I love how they combine all the coffees here in Vietnam with other things. I'm usually a staunch black coffee drinker, but it's nice trying all the different things they do. A standard Vietnamese coffee is made with condensed milk. Yesterday I had a salt coffee. They also do egg coffee, coconut coffee. So yeah, it's nice to just try different things. I really like that cafe. It was called Fin Cafe. Didn't particularly like what I ordered, the peanut butter coffee. It was kind of like an ice cream and I really just wanted a coffee. But I like trying the new things and experimenting, so glad I tried it. And now I'm just gonna head on and do a little bit of exploring. So this is the Japanese bridge behind me. It's a covered bridge and they don't know exactly how old it is, but they know it's over 400 years old, and it's really beautiful. And then it takes you into this really peaceful street I haven't walked down yet. Lots of kind of touristy shops and bits, but maybe I will stumble across something new. Okay, so I've just gone for lunch. My camera died. And I've just been charging it up, so I didn't film it. And I ended up getting chatting to a really lovely German woman. And yeah, it was just one of those kind of lovely travel conversations where you just connect for a bit and then, yeah, go your separate ways. But it was just, yeah, it was quite nice. I haven't really talked to anyone much, and yeah, felt really good. So I'm heading now to the gym. I joined a gym yesterday, and I knew when I came here to Hoi An, after I just spent 5 weeks at a boxing camp, I knew I wanted to be able to keep up working out, and I love a bit of gym tourism and finding gyms in places I'm visiting. And I did a bit of research in advance on gyms in Hoi An, and the reviews were all pretty terrible. And then I went for a coffee yesterday morning in a place called Mia Coffee, which is very nice. And I saw a poster for a newly opened gym. It's just opened a couple of months ago, called Health Fit Hoi An. So I went down there later to go join, and they do 1-day memberships, 7-day memberships a month, whatever. So I'm here for about 2 weeks, but I got a 7-day membership, and that was 250,000 dong, which is about £8 in UK money. So it's quite expensive by Vietnam standards, but I think really affordable for what it is, and the facilities are absolutely, oh, I'm a bit lost. Yeah, the facilities are really fantastic. They have a CrossFit area, boxing area, a little climbing wall, and then all the weights. I'm really, really happy I found this gym. It's so modern, it's aircon. They have classes as well. I think they're all in Vietnamese, but I could probably join and wing it. So today I am just doing a leg workout. I'm starting on the stationary bike and then going to do some gentle leg weights and hip movements. So I injured my hip while I was at the boxing camp. I didn't actually make many videos from the boxing camp apart from the review, so you won't have seen that. But I'm going to try and come to this gym every day or most days while I'm here, get the most of my 7-day class, and it's a really good place to train. It was a good gym workout. I'm really glad I found that gym, and I enjoyed that training. I feel a little bit sick now, and I don't know if it's because I haven't trained lower body in weeks because of my hip injury, and it really took it out of me, but I'm feeling a bit queasy. I hope it's just that and I'm not like getting ill from the water or something like that. I think I'm just gonna chill out in this kind of amphitheatre place. It's outside a big kind of concert hall, and I saw the sign outside said it's hosting an international choir competition, but I read it as international cheer competition, and as a former cheerleader I was very excited about that, and then realised it was choir, which is also exciting. Anyway, I'm just gonna sit here until I get hungry for dinner. So my plan for this evening for dinner had been to go to a restaurant called Ton Da Am to get a vegan version of the local Hoi An dish, which is called khao lao. I might be pronouncing that wrong, but I feel like where I'm feeling a little bit queasy and under the weather, I don't want to experience that dish when I'm feeling that way anyway, but I just feel like I can't palate it right now. So I actually think I might get some kind of Western food. I feel like it's rubbish to come to Vietnam and just eat things you'd eat back home, but actually I feel like I want to eat something like pizza. Okay, I just did some Googling and I found a pizza place that does dairy-free cheese. It's in an art gallery. It looks really nice. It's quite pricey, but I think it's what I want and need at the moment, and I will take you with me when I get a khao lao another time when I'm feeling a little bit better. So yeah, this art cafe I've come to, it's really nice. It's in, I guess, a hotel maybe, but there's like a big spa and it's really fancy, very expensive. But I just ordered a vegan pizza, and that comes to like £5, which is really not the end of the world. And it was just, yeah, I wasn't feeling eating local food. My stomach does actually feel a bit more settled now, but I just don't feel quite right. One of the plus sides about coming somewhere so fancy is they have decaf coffee. I have really struggled to find decaf coffee in Asia. Didn't find any in Thailand, so far in Hoi An, and I always know I can come here. So it's the next day now, I'm about to head out, and yeah, I feel a lot better. It's just, I don't know what came over me yesterday. I was feeling really queasy, but that food actually did help. Today I'm just gonna have a bit more of a chill day, and I'm gonna go find a cafe now and sit and edit some videos for a while. Okay, I'm going to a little cafe called the Espresso Station, which I found recommended online, so I will go check that out. This place looks awesome. They have loads of different random lattes and very fancy, funky coffees. But I think I'm probably going to end up getting a black coffee. I made a really silly mistake. I was going to come here, edit for a few hours, and then go to the gym, and that was my day pretty much planned. But I realised I left the adapter for my plug, and my laptop doesn't have any charge on it, which I thought it did. So I actually can't do any editing at all. Okay, in a way, I'm actually glad my laptop didn't work, because I'm in this lovely garden of this lovely coffee shop, just listening to my audiobook, listening to fiction, and it's really, I mean, I've been doing lots of things for joy and pleasure while I've been here, but I kind of, you know, I've been so focused on pressure and doing things and making videos and stuff, and I know I'm not putting them out that much, but it's really nice just to lean into the joy and just listen to fiction and enjoy this beautiful, beautiful garden and not worry about getting things done, which I will do later. I'm just heading now to get some lunch. There's a really, really nice vegetarian banh mi stall here. I came the other day, so I'm gonna come again, and that's all they sell is vegetarian banh mi, and it's really, really good. Hello, I'm back. Can I get one vegetarian banh mi, please? Thank you.
Thank you
so
you
much.
come back again.
Thank you. It's really, really good. I don't know exactly what's in it, but there's like tofu and some kind of mock meat, some crispy bits, and coriander, which is the best bit. So in Hoi An there are really good vegetarian and vegan options, but I think that banh mi is the best thing I've had, and it's so nice that it's just this one woman, it's the only thing she serves. She's so lovely, really open. I told her I was making a video and she wanted to be in it and was like, tell everyone how good it is. And the place is just called Banh Mi Che, but it's not on Google Maps or anything, so I'll put in the description what you need to search for, because if you look for a couple of shops nearby you can just find it, but the actual stall does not come up on Google Maps. Okay, I'm heading back to the tailors now. I'm running a bit late because I had to take a detour to find a public toilet. But yeah, after yesterday I chose my fabrics and they did all the measurements. Today I have my first fitting, and then they can make any adjustments after today. I'm blown away by how quick it all is. And I said, don't worry, I'm here quite a while so you can take your time. But yeah, I guess that's just how their workflow is. Okay, I'm back in the tailors. I'm in the fitting room and I'm about to try on the trousers. I'll just give you a little sneak peek of what we got. Oh, I like those. Yeah, I think I'm going to like this a lot. They're going to make a couple of adjustments, and yeah, I'll try on the other thing now. And I'm glad there's pockets. It feels comfortable. I've just come out of my fitting. It was a lot more involved than I thought. Like, I kind of thought they took really detailed measurements yesterday, so I kind of thought it would be practically perfect, but it was actually too tight in quite a lot of places, and things they have to adjust. So I'm going to go back in a couple of days for my next fitting. But it was a really interesting experience, and really, it felt really indulgent and kind of special to do that. and the staff are really great, seem really knowledgeable, and I absolutely love the clothes. I think they're beautiful. I am very excited to have them for starting my new job. Okay, I'm just going for yet another coffee. I had a bit of time to kill. I think there's a place called Fofo Coffee that I wasn't actually on my list to visit, but I do remember seeing it recommended online, so I was near it and I thought I'd just check it out for a different coffee perspective. Well, I'm really glad I came here because I'd seen it on the list and thought, oh, it doesn't even sound that great, but I love the atmosphere in here. Haven't tried the coffee yet, but I ordered a coconut coffee, which is apparently a very good thing here, and they did a vegan version. And I got a nice spot by the window and by the aircon. Okay, I'm going to do something now which feels very decadent and self-indulgent, but I know that Vietnam is one of the best places in the world for nail art, and I'm not someone who's massively into nails. I've had my nails done maybe twice in my life for events, but never anything cool or fancy, just ordinary, like cleaned and painted with basic polish. So I thought I'd try and go somewhere and get a really wild manicure with crazy designs or something, yeah, just something a bit different and nice. And it's really affordable here, and it's a good way to support local artists without having something tangible that you have to look after and place, because I don't like having a lot of stuff. So I'm just heading down now. I'm going to a place called Phuong Nails. So I didn't get to film as much of the manicure as I would have liked, basically because quite early on she was like, you need to stop touching things and kind of protect your nails, because she was doing all kinds of things. It started, she kind of, it was like she was sanding them with sandpaper, and I was like, oh, this might be destroying my nails, but it's okay. And then she did multiple coats, and I feel like I didn't quite communicate right exactly what I wanted. So to start with, I wanted to get some like rainbow and asexual flags, and then I got really paranoid about, you know, I don't know who the artist will be, what if they're homophobic or I get bad reaction, because unfortunately there are still some people in the world who believe people like me should not exist. So I thought I'd do something more subtle, and then I found these really nice designs of mountains and forests, but then I was going to get them in asexual flag colours, which is purple, white, black and grey. So I showed the picture and I tried to explain the colours, but I chose the purple, and actually when it came on the nail it was kind of pink, and then she was adding some greens and stuff as well. So it wasn't like the vision I had, but I absolutely love how it's ended up. And then like, so I only got the intricate design on 4 nails, because 2 on each hand, because that was quite expensive to get such an intricate design. And then the others I got just plain colours from the asexual flag. So yeah, I'll show you the nails. But yeah, I'm so happy with them. Didn't really enjoy the process that much. Like, the woman who did it was lovely, very talented, and she was teaching someone else who I guess was in training to become a nail artist, which was quite cool. But I got quite bored and impatient, and I needed to pee, and I don't know how people do this every month, but I am so happy with the result, and maybe that's why people do it every month, because it does look so good. So I've come to a restaurant called Ton Da Am, which is in the ancient city, and this is where I was going to come last night when I was feeling queasy. And they do a vegan khao lao, which is the local dish, local to Hoi An, and it looks really good. Glad I'm getting to try it. This one's made with tofu. It's usually made with pork. So yeah, tuck in. I really liked that place, Ton Da Am. Someone in Thailand recommended it to me, and that khao lao was very, very good. And yeah, I might try it somewhere else as well, given that it is the local dish. And now I am on the hunt for some decaf coffee.
I'll end the video here. I didn't film an outro because I didn't realise how much footage I had and had to split it between multiple videos. But thank you so much for watching. Please give it a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you like my vibe, and do drop a comment if you think Hoi An looks like somewhere you'd want to go.